finally, I'll quickly run through this. I'm glad to provide these slides to you. Opportunities for a little seed funding for you to carry out your ideas. I'm a big fan of these teaching fellowships. There are a number of them around. Maybe it'd be a great service to put together a bunch of these. We've done a little bit of that on Edutopia. Teacher travel grants for the summer, of course, for teachers who want to become global-minded teachers. They need to get abroad and study. So a lot of opportunities for teacher travel. The National Geographic Society. Kim Larson, you still here? Kim Larson was here. Kim Larson, in one of her other identities, is married to the CEO of the National Geographic Society, Gary Nell, my former colleague from Sesame Workshop. So, National Geographic sponsors Grosvenor Teacher Fellowship programs. Intel, another role that businesses can provide, not only providing professional development fellowships for teachers, but also internships for teachers to come in and learn what their workplace is like. I think in the end, that's one of the most valuable things that businesses can do for both students and teachers is to invite them into the workplace. Fulbright teacher exchanges, please check those out. Distinguished awards for teachers, again. The State Department, kind of separate from the Fulbright program, has cultural exchange programs. Teams of teachers can travel to another country and learn about that country, bring back that knowledge and experience into the classroom. An unlikely partner, but I'm here to tell you that there are many, many partners, not just in business and foundations, but also government agencies. NASA was mentioned, a great partner for teaching about space science. The National Park Service, I've been working with them on their advisory board, will celebrate their centennial next year, in 2016. Have you heard anything about it yet? Yeah, we got to get the publicity going, but Gray Advertising is doing a publicity campaign. Through the fall, you hear more about the Centennial of the National Parks, with a real emphasis in this administration on youth learning. There will be funding. Congress passes the budget for October 1st to bring every fourth grader into a national park. So please check out the National Park Service Centennial. And they're also operating a program called Teacher, Ranger, Teacher. Teachers can go into a national park. Here's the one here in Colorado. UC Denver's involved, the School of Education. Teachers spend a summer in a national park and then again bring back that knowledge and experience into the classroom. Donors choose. Many, many teachers raising a few $1,000s here and there for classroom materials, for travel. So please check that out as well. Let me just close with this, a simple question. We talked a lot about schools. Since it's summer, let's talk about summer programs too. But what's your definition of a great program, a great school? The key to this question is to make it short and make it measurable. Often in education, we are kind of verbal and like to write long chapters about things. I was once asked this question by Paul Houston, who was the head of the Superintendent's Association in D.C. He said, well, you're covering all these great schools. Milton, what is your definition of a great school? And I said, well, you walk in, it's school climate, it's culture, it's teachers who work together as teams. They're doing a new curriculum, a project-based curriculum. They're experimenting with new forms of assessment. The community's involved. He said, well, that's getting a little long. How would you measure that? I said, well, we need to do a lot more with measurement and assessment. We're coming up with new forms of assessment and more performance-based assessment. We're not there yet. The test doesn't measure everything. Paul Houston said, that's fine. Here's my answer to that question. One sentence, one question. Do the children run in at the same rate that they run out? That's it. We can measure this, and we could have saved ourselves a lot of time and money under No Child Left Behind if we had focused on measuring this. Because children vote with their feet, don't they? With their eyes, with their attention, with their bodies. So my best wishes to all of you here in Colorado and abroad, and in other states and other countries, for creating more of these kinds of schools where children run in faster